Iyesha in the building. Did I say it right?
Iyesha.
Iyesha. Look, why I thought that I was an L. My bad.
Everybody does. Everybody
For real?
does.
Okay.
So I'm from New York originally, but I live in Richmond, in Virginia. And my story is kind of, I get emotional so much. I get so emotional. But I fell in love with Whitney when I was a kid. Like, I was really young. I come from a very abusive background and upbringing. But I heard The Greatest Love of All. And I don't know, that it made me cry when I was little. I really didn't know, like, what my emotions was and what feelings and everything were. But I connected with the song so much. Like, I knew that it just touched my heart. And every time my mother would leave, I don't care. I knew I would, getting abused or whatever, but I was willing to risk my life to sneak in that living room and put on that record player and very, very carefully make sure the needle didn't skip and nothing. And I would listen to Whitney. And my grandmother caught me singing one time, and they made me sing this song in the choir anniversary. They made me sing The Greatest Love of All, and they made my sister sing it with me. And it was, I'll never forget it. I was hitting my elbow on her, like, you singing my part, all on the mic at church. But I love Whitney. She's always been my idol. I went through, when I got older, like, I didn't know how to process the pain and stuff that I went through as a child. And I wound up addicted to drugs. And around the time when she got clean is when I got clean. And when I found out, I was just coming out the program, I was able to come on visits and like on the weekends and get a pass. And that's when I found out, that she had passed away. And that like, I was depressed. I was seriously depressed for a long time behind it. But, I thank God for her and her voice, because if it wasn't for Whitney, I don't know if I could have made it in a mental space as a child, being abused and sexual abuse and everything. She was my escape. The Greatest Love of All is like my favorite song in the world, because it just spoke to how I should have been treated and what I needed as a kid. I think I'm gonna stop talking now, because
listen, people are loving this story. I know I'm one of them. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, that's what music does. It's spiritual. And Whitney poured everything in what she did. So the fact that you were able to be touched by that, and it held space for you, is amazing. So thank you for being vulnerable enough to share that with us, because it might help somebody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And listen, don't be a stranger up in here, Iyesha, because you know my fake hometown is Brooklyn. I don't know if you know.
Lord.
Don't ask me about no street corners or nothing, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, I got a picture of me in the newspaper at the memorial. Like, they had a big thing at the State Building in New York when she passed away. And I went there and I cried so much that the people from the radio station got down off the stage and they came to me and they formed a prayer chain around me. I told them I just got clean. I had like 12 months. I had a year. I just made a year clean off of drugs. And I was so hysterical that they just formed a prayer chain like around me, and everybody was praying, because like, yeah. And everybody was calling me like, why you didn't tell us he was in the paper? I'm like, what happened? And I still have it, the clipping of me in the newspaper crying with the phone up with Whitney.
Listen, send that to me.
I will.
I'm on Instagram too, for the Love of Whitney. So
okay,
DM it to me so I can show it next week.
All right.
I can share it with you.
I love everybody.
Thank you so much. Listen, give some love to Iyesha in the comments. She just bared her soul with some strangers. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In the name of Whitney. We nippy related.
In the name of Whitney.
We nippy related. Send me that clip, okay?
We nippy cousin.
Yes. We nippians. Nippians in the building.
Nippians, all right.
Thank you so much, Iyesha.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Appreciate that. Bye-bye.